What's going on out there, everybody? How you all doing today? I hope this video is out there finding you well. Welcome or welcome back to Get Right On In. My name is Andrew, for those of you who do not know, and today I am just gonna cut straight to the chase and answer/address, do I ever get told that I look like Tom Ellis from Lucifer? This question to me at this point has become akin to people asking me if I know that I'm tall, as if I cannot just tell that the general population does not stand at a solid 6'5". I am by no means whatsoever upset about this. It's just that in my own personal lifetime, this video has just been something of a long time coming. I was first introduced to Mr. Tom Ellis via this Facebook post of my friend asking me how many other people had brought up said comparison. And just for timestamp's sake, that February 23rd date is the day after the 5th episode of season 1 premiered. So that's really how far back this is going right now. When I responded that I did not know who Tom Ellis was and was subsequently informed by the other friends in that discussion, I was also scolded by a friend who told me that she had made that exact same comparison a few years earlier when Tom Ellis was on a show called Miranda. But here's the thing about that. As with that other comment from another friend telling me that she also thought of me every time she saw Tom Ellis, I carried a little bit of comparison PTSD while Tom was in the middle of his Miranda days. You see, back in 7th grade, I was actually super excited about getting these little contact lenses. You know, I'm super hopeful that maybe the kids will finally stop calling me Four Eyes. So I get to school, I'm super excited about my brand new contacts and my brand new face. I'm feeling super good about myself, life is great, and I get to science class when we start watching Bill Nye, the Science Guy, and some kid looks over to me and goes, "Hey, you kind of look like him." And then, for the rest of 7th grade year, anytime someone walked by me, they would just go, "Bill Nye, the Science Guy." So as you can see, when people start telling me that I look like Tom Ellis, my first thought is not to just go out and Google who this person is, because I'm afraid that it's gonna be something like Bill Nye the Science Guy again. So all of those early on Tom Ellis comparisons were in one ear and out the other because I was not ready. Except for then when my friend came in with receipts like this, I was even more not ready because I was like, you think I look like who? And here's the thing. This first pop-up here from the day after the 5th episode isn't even going to start to cover any of the comments or Instagram DMs or Twitter DMs or Tinder DMs or YouTube comments or Discord GIFs that are used of me looking like Tom. Like, none of that is even going to be discussed in this video. At the end of Lucifer season 3, when the Save Lucifer campaign came out, I had just started bartending because up until then I'd been traveling around the world a little bit, and good hell, once I got behind that bar, it was just like a domino effect. Like, one person would be like, "Hey, you kind of look like that guy from Lucifer," and then the next table over would be like, "Oh my god, I've been trying to figure that out this whole entire time." And then the next table over would be like, "He does look like that guy from Lucifer." So now I'm kind of a little nervous to see what the potential backlash of this video might be now that I'm like putting it out into the universe. But after all of that, and after finally caving in and watching this show, I have some thoughts. First of all, I am super thankful for the 17,422 people who have told me that I look like Tom Ellis and convinced me to watch that show in the first place, because that show is absolutely hilarious. Second of all, I don't see it. Like, at all. Within the character Lucifer, I can see a couple of comparisons between myself and that actual character, but as far as people who don't even know me at all, I'm still a little, like, weirded out as to how they could, like, make that connection because they don't know me that well. What I will say, though, is that I do think that it's strange that one of the season 4 promo pics was this picture, which oddly looked very similar to the same picture that was used the first time I was ever put into a Tom Ellis side-by-side comparison photo. On top of the fact that recently I also posted this baby photo, and not long after that, this one from Mr. Ellis came out as well, and there are times, I guess, that maybe there's a little bit of similarities going on. But mostly I'm also feeling like, can we not insult Mr. Ellis like this, please? Like, this poor guy, if he ever sees this video, he's gonna be like, "Oh, who's this troll who people say this?" And it's just gonna be like, don't offend him, because he's he's, you know, the king of hell and he could be a scary person to offend. But honestly, I personally don't even feel like this little debate in my own life will ever actually come to an end unless I meet Mr. Ellis himself and get a side-by-side picture on the for real. So I doubt that this will ever actually get answered for me in my life. All I'm saying to that is my height has landed me as a body and stunt double before because I know how hard it is to find tall people. I also live just a hop, a skip, and a jump away from where y'all film, so if you need an extra body to punch in the face or stab or throw out a window or something like that, holler at a boy. Let him know, because really, you'd be doing me a favor if you did that for me. And to cap this all off, just for people like Jessie at The Bookish Mom and Leslie over at The Nerdy Narrative who are actually very excited about this video, I will make some attempts at saying the Lucifer catchphrase. I don't think that I can nail it, so we will see how good I do, but I will give it a couple of goes. We'll see. So, tell me, detective, what do you truly desire? 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 And just to quote Mr. Ellis from that Tom Ellis Reads Thirst Tweets video, Tom Ellis is daddy, Tom Ellis is daddy, Tom Ellis is daddy. And honestly, the thirst for Tom Ellis is real. You guys haven't seen my DMs. And after all of this desire, what I would desire is for you to consider pressing that little subscribe button and then joining me every Tuesday, Thursday, and sometimes Sunday for some bookish and writerly and entertainment-y-esque stuff like this. In the meantime, I hope you all have a day just as beautiful as you. See you next time. Bye.